What's happening, guys? It's about Nagpal for iGyaan, and today we're going to be unboxing and taking a look at the new Lava Iris 504Q Plus. Now this device is available in the market for roughly 12,999 rupees or approximately 13,000 rupees. It does have a quad-core CPU, you do have a 5-inch HD display, and you get Android Jelly Bean out of the box. No, you don't get Android KitKat, and no, we don't know what the processor is yet. But let's go ahead and unbox it and we'll solve all those problems for you. It shows that it has 8GB of ROM and 1GB of RAM, and it does have a micro SD card that will help you expand it up to 32GB. So let me cut through this plastic, and I'm going to try and pull this out. The first thing inside the box is the 504Q Plus. I'm going to put it to the side. It is a pretty slim phone at 7.7 millimeters. You also get this, I don't know what this is, but you get a flip cover inside the box. Oh, so this is glue that you can stick on your case as well as on the device, and you get additional double-sided sticky tape essentially. So you can just attach this cover at the back. If the glue comes loose, you have a spare glue inside the box. Going further in, you do have a screen protector as well, so a lot of things inside the box of this device. You also get a pretty small size wall charger. Interesting to see companies integrating flat style cables. So for the earphones we have flat style cables, but not for the charging cable. So only flat style earphones, but you have a regular USB to micro USB charging and data syncing cable. You get a battery which is a 2000 milliamp hour battery, and then you get the user manual which is nicely printed with a lot of detailed information. So that's everything from the box. Let's take a look at the device itself. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the new 504Q Plus. Let me get rid of this plastic protection from the front. So that's the device. You can see you have a nice 5-inch display over here, 3 touch capacitive buttons at the bottom. You do have a front-facing camera as well as a bunch of sensors over here. If I look at the bottom of the device, we have a charging port, which is a micro USB charging port. On the bottom of the screen is the microphone pinhole, which is over here. If you take a look at the right side, you have the power button. If you take a look at the top, you have the 3.5mm headphone jack. And if you take a look at the left side, you have the volume rockers. On the back is the 10 megapixel sensor, which is a weird number for devices. We've not seen 10 megapixel sensors quite so often, but you do have a 10 megapixel autofocus camera sensor. You do have LED flash over here, and you have the secondary noise cancelling microphone, which will also be used for video capture. You have the Iris 504Q Plus branding in the center and the Lava branding at the bottom. Very subtle, very nice, and you do get the speakerphone at the bottom here as well. So there is a flip on the side over here that pulls out the back cover. Although when you look at it, it seems like only this part will come off, but the whole cover comes off. And if you look at the inside, you'll see that this metal plate is attached to a lot of plastic, which is over here. So on the inside, you can see we have 2 SIM card slots. One is a 3G enabled SIM card slot, whereas the other one is just a GSM SIM card slot. And then you get a micro SD card expansion port, which will take up to 32GB as mentioned. So we're going to quickly run through this setup and come back. So like I said, on the inside is a quad-core CPU, which is most probably a MediaTek CPU. We have a 1.3 GHz clock. On the CPU, you have dual Mali 400 GPU, which is also at 500 MHz. So overall, good set of specifications for the price of 13,000 rupees. Now, as you can see, this is the main home screen. So you get a bunch of home screens over here. Of course, you can customize them by holding down your finger on either of them, and you can change the wallpaper. You can also add widgets by going into the widgets section over here and simply picking up a widget and dropping it into either of the screens. So you can do those customizations. If I jump quickly into settings over here, you'll see that it's running Android 4.2.2, which is Jelly Bean. which is great. And you can see that we have a notification panel. We don't have SIM cards right now, and it does come with BBM pre-installed, which says it's connected right now. You have quick toggles for most of your things that you can need to toggle quickly, from airplane mode to Bluetooth, GPS, etc. You also have audio profiles which are in here as well, so that's good. Overall looks decent. You have a nice and large dialer, mostly vanilla Android interface. I don't see a lot of customizations, and the keyboard also seems like it's mostly vanilla. You do have this emoticon set which is over here. The screen has a 1280 by 720 pixel resolution, so that's a HD display, not a full HD display. And if you go into the all applications list, you don't have a lot of bloatware on here, which is really nice. So you get a WhatsApp icon, which is probably a WhatsApp downloader. You have a sketch application. You have a movie studio application. You do have BBM preloaded, which is over here, and Facebook. But then apart from that, you mostly have Google applications. Now this device does also have an FM radio, which requires a headset to be plugged in. And then you have the camera application, which seems to be again fairly raw, without a lot of customization. You can take a picture by swiping your hand across the camera, as you could on the 504Q. It uses the camera sensor to take a picture, as you can see. You do have a bunch of modes over here that you can switch from, portrait, etc. And then you can also go into settings. You can quickly go into settings and you can choose what your options are going to be. If you jump into video, it will capture 1080p video at 30 frames per second. Let's quickly take a look at the browser and see how it loads up our website. So the stock browser seems to be fairly fast and responsive, no complaints over there, but we've seen better. Of course we have. You do see a bit of jitter over here. That's because this is not a Chrome browser, so possibly recommended to download and use the Chrome browser. You can see that panning out as well as pinching out is slightly jittery and slow on the device, but overall fast kinetic scrolling, but you do have a bunch of jitter over there as well. So would recommend downloading several other browsers available on the Google Play Store. Let's quickly play a video and see what the display looks like. Okay, so I do see a bit of jitter in video streaming as well. So you might want to look into those things before you consider this device, and we'll be reviewing it full on. So we'll give you information on that as well. The device is only 7.9mm thin or thick, whatever you like to consider. So it's fairly slim and compact. You do have a nice metal back, which is nice. So build quality is good. On the front, there is Asahi Dragon Trail glass, which they claim is better than Corning Gorilla Glass. I wouldn't be too sure of that, but the company claims that it's stronger than Gorilla Glass, which is over here. And you do have a slight lip on the bezel that will sort of protect flat table placements on the display. The front camera is a 2-megapixel camera, and the device seems good, but we are not too happy with the video performance or the video playback or the internet browsing that we've seen in the first glance. So we'll test all of those things out and we'll be back with a full review soon enough. So stay tuned for that. The display is also very fingerprint friendly, so you might want to use the included screen protector if you want to avoid those fingerprints and smudges on your screen. So if you have any questions or queries regarding this product, leave those in the comment section below, and make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Check out the full detailed unboxing on iGyaan.in, and catch us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and on Instagram.com/iGyaan. This has been Bharat Nagpal. Thank you guys for watching.